Hey guys, it's Christy, and this evening I am here for a Law of Attraction card reading. Oh, and we already have our message. And this reading is surrounding our well-being. I felt like this is a good time of year for us to focus on our well-being because oftentimes the end of the year is very hectic, and we find ourselves maybe stressed out or in a lower vibration because so much is being asked of us. So I thought this would be a good time for us to talk about well being. So I'm drawing from the well being deck, which I got two cards from, and then I'm going to draw for the Law of Attraction deck and round it out with a mindfulness and self care. I've been using that deck a lot because at the end of the year, I think we need to remember that we have to take care of ourselves first. I know that's hard sometimes. I hope everyone is doing well. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments like the geese are doing. It all helps me tremendously. So, our first card is one of my favorites. I envision more and act less. This is fantastic for, like I was saying, us feeling like things are so hectic, and the universe is saying act less and think about things and envision things more. As you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. From that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. And I know this to be true in my own life. When I start allowing chaotic feelings and thoughts and things to stress me out, I get into a vibration that brings more of that to me. And then I remind myself, because I know now, as I've learned, that in those times it's really important for me to slow down, take a few minutes to meditate, even just to take some deep breaths. And so the universe is saying, as you take that time and you find the images in your mind that are pleasing to you, now you're going to achieve that vibrational alignment with the things that you desire. From that alignment, you're going to get more ideas. This is where I get my best ideas, when I take time to go take a walk in nature or meditate. And when I come out of meditation or while I'm in meditation, I'll have these great ideas. And then you can follow that inspired action, and you're going to get so much more from it than that frantic, stressful action that we oftentimes take. I know sometimes it's hard for us to slow down and take that time, but it is very important, as they just pointed out. And the second message is, there is nothing for me to guard against. Same color scheme and everything. It's wild. Those two cards, out of all the cards in the deck, those two are the ones that popped out. So I know this is important messaging. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it to give others reason to believe that all can be well. Unlike these geese, who are just making a racket, even though it's dark. Okay, so in this world of ours, we do have well-being all around us. I mean, if you look for evidence of it, you will find it. And if you can remind yourself that, then and if you can know it, that's really important. Knowing that well-being is your birthright and is very natural. Well-being is a natural state for us. And so if you are the evidence of that, then you can show others and be an example. So I think we're being called rather, to envision more, act less, but when we do act, it's out of that inspired action, and we can be a beacon for others who are in the chaos. So I think that's really important for us to realize, that we can be there for others just by taking care of ourselves, knowing that our well-being is our natural birthright, and and being an example of that for others. That's really important for those of us who have reached a point in our lives where we can know that well-being is ours. Other people start to see what's happening for you, and they want to know how do what's your secret, and then you can tell them. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip. Okay, so I can feel positive while thinking positive. This is perfectly in line with the message right now, because we're talking about envisioning more, acting less, putting our guards down, knowing that well-being is ours. And now I can feel positive when I'm thinking positive. So let's think positive. This is the roadmap here. So you are going to get into that positive state of mind and be that example and that beacon for other people. So the longer you stay focused upon what you do not want, the greater and more powerful that thought will become. But if you are sensitive to your emotions and you withdraw your attention from the unwanted very quickly, because obviously unwanted is going to come in, it is how much time are you going to spend on it? How much of your precious thoughts, feelings, actions are going to be focused on the negatives that come in? If you take your attention, withdraw your attention very quickly from the unwanted, you will begin to feel better, and you will stop the attraction of the unwanted thing. So that's very clear. I divide each day into segments of intentions. Okay, so maybe this is how we are going to train ourselves to feel more positive more of the time, because we're going to think more positive. We're going to divide our day into segments. So one segment is waking up, being in your home, maybe taking the time to breathe and meditate, get your cup of coffee, whatever it is that you do in the morning. And that's one segment. So you can intend ahead of time before you go to sleep at night how that's going to go. I'm going to wake up and have a very peaceful morning that is a nice slow start and gives me the feeling of ease right away in my day. That's one segment. The next segment might be getting ready for your day, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, doing all the things that you do to get ready. So that's your next segment. So my intention is going to be, during that segment of my day, I'm going to feel the gratitude of having this warm shower and of having the clothing to wear, and thinking of other things that I'm so grateful for. That would be a great way to spend some time in your morning. That could be your intention there. And then maybe you have to leave your house and commute somewhere. And so that's a next segment. And so you just keep breaking your day down into these segments and having an intention of how you're going to think and feel, and how that's going to go for you. And then we got 3 cards out of this deck. So, I love this. My creative workshop process works for me, and I am all about creativity. Creativity is one of the quickest ways to get into alignment with what you desire. Creativity is a luxury that we give ourselves if we so choose to give it to ourselves. And you automatically, when you're taking that time to be creative, you're going to put yourself into an abundance mindset right away, because that is a luxury that a lot of people won't take. Oh, we got our card. And so if you're taking the time out for creative pursuits, then you're going to feel like, I'm worthy of this, and I love this, and it gives me inspiration, it gives me energy, it makes me feel joy, and it makes me feel focused and clear. So I definitely would recommend that as well. In the mindfulness and self-care deck, I drew the card, life is short. We can live it lost in thought, or choose to be present as it unfolds around us. Oh, I love this. This is all about allowing. instead of resisting life, instead of focusing on the unwanted, like we talked about earlier. You focus on what you're grateful for. You focus on being present, and that is where you allow what you desire into your life. And so I think this message is very, very clear, and I hope you guys got a lot out of it like I did. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.